Patrick Fore, captain of the Cochrane Generals, and he's come off just a dazzling regular season. You were the top scorer, you got the most points, and it was pretty obvious you were going to win those two titles. But what was it like to find out that you were named most valuable player in the entire Heritage Junior Hockey League?
Yeah, no, it was pretty special. Obviously I was pretty happy on Sunday ending the season as the leading scorer and, finishing top in the North as well. But yesterday morning, the guys were talking about it. And so when I woke up, I saw that I won the MVP, and, it was pretty special for, every team to vote on that and for them to pick me. It's pretty special. It's funny because I think back in like February, the last year's team, we had a little Zoom meeting, and we were talking about what our plans for next year. And I remember Benoit saying, it's like, oh, Forde's of course coming back. He has some unfinished business in the HJ. He's got to win MVP. And at the time I was, it was very nice of him to have that confidence in me, but it's actually, I think that confidence kind of helped me in actually achieving that, which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no. And to hit the 52 goals did you finish off with?
Yeah.
But, to hit that plateau, you had a really strong start to the season as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think I started off pretty well against Kenai. I think I got 6 goals, and that was my first HJ hat trick, which was pretty special, but I think I ended up getting 10 in my first 4 games. And I remember saying to Ripplinger, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try hit 50. And, at the time I thought, it might work out because, we got moved to the North and it was going to be a bit harder than, otherwise. But, as the year went on, it just kept chipping away at it. But yeah, it was super special hitting that 50 in Airdrie there. And that's actually, I hit my 50 points in my rookie year in Airdrie. So it was pretty cool to, hit the 50 goals in Airdrie as well. So, but yeah, it was super special. And, that was a big goal of mine at the beginning of the year.
Awesome. And, over the years, last year and this year, we spoke a lot about how important your line mates are to you. Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't have nearly the season I had without my line mates. And that's, Dean Olenek, we had a good year and a half together, and it was unfortunate to see him leave, but, he was a big part of that. Tristan Ripplinger was my line mate all year, and, I can't say enough about him. He's just a pleasure to play with. And, they made it easy on me. Like probably at least half my goals were backdoor tap-ins. So, and then even now, you got Kyle Crosby, and Butsy was our center for a little bit this year. And, they just make it really easy on me, and they're really talented guys. So they've helped me tremendously, and, I can't thank them enough.
That's great. Now, let's go back to when you first started with the Gens. Like you came out of the Northwestern Calgary, I believe. Is that the Bruins program? Or is it
No, I came out of the Northeast, which is no worries, Calgary North Stars. So I played there for 5 years, and I coming out of midget AAA, I had signed with the Kindersley Clippers of the HJHL. And so that was the goal, to go play junior A, but it didn't work out that way. I wasn't good enough to make the team. So when I came back, I was thinking where to play. And then I had kept in touch with Rick Richards, our president now. He was the GM back then. And, I gone to the same church with him. He was my general manager back in midget. And so he got in contact. He's like, yeah, I have a team out in Cochrane. So, and he invited me to a practice on some Tuesday practice at 8:30. So, the second I came in, it felt right. All the guys were, so like, I've never had a group like that. And the Gens, I think it's just a culture of the Gens. They were just so nice. And I think I played 3 exhibition games. And, by the end of the exhibition games, I was like, yeah, this is a place I can see myself playing for a long time if I made it. And I ended up making it. So that was very special.
Awesome. And do you have any regrets at all of joining the Gens organization?
No, not at all. I think, honestly, I think it's one of the best things to ever happen to me. Like, just the amount of growth I've done while with the Gens. Like, it's just, the community has just helped me so tremendously. And, it's nice to get some winning done for the community as well. Hopefully we can continue that, but absolutely no regrets. It's these last few years have been some of the best years of my life.
The last full season, you guys finished second in the South. This year, you're first in the North. How important is it to the team to have actually taken the lead in the North?
Yeah, no, it was very important to us. Obviously, the North was very strong division this year, and I think going into the season, we had our goals set at first place in whichever division we were in, which is, it got changed to the North. But yeah, no, it was huge, and to get that bye and about a week and a half off was very important for us, and that home ice is very important. I think our fans are a big part of our success, so to have that throughout the first half, a few series, hopefully. So it was huge. It was a huge way to go the year first in the North.
I'm kind of curious to move to the North. I think it's the first time. It's hard to say. There's borders change in leagues, but it's been a long time since they've been out of the South. But the North seems stronger, tighter, harder hitting. How is that going to help prepare the team for the playoffs?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think the North, it's bigger. It's a bit more physical, which, it's been that way for a long time. Even in my rookie year, we'd go up north and it was tough to play. I think it's like playoff hockey. That's what playoff hockey is. It's harder hitting. It's, more team oriented game. So I think some of the guys were like, the North is going to be tougher, but it will prepare us for playoff. And, throughout the season, playing teams like Red Deer, Mountain View, Sylvan Lake over and over again, I think is just really going to pay dividends once we actually get in the playoffs. And yeah, I think it was the best thing that could have happened to our team.
Heading into the playoffs, what's the atmosphere in the dressing room right now?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Especially after that, our last game against Airdrie, I think we ended up winning 2-1, and that was to clinch the North. Like, we were pretty happy, celebrate for a little bit, but these last couple games, like, you can tell in the playoff or in the room that the job's just begun, and it's nice to celebrate for a little bit, but the real work starts now, and everyone's really focused on just the next game and winning a few series and so on.
Even last week when you rested your top defense lines, you guys proved to be a force out there. You lost a close one to the Vipers, but all things considered, I bet they were coming all guns because they have something to prove. You guys already proved it.
Red Deer, they played a good game, and missing guys like Marks and Davis are obviously a huge part of our team, and that was tough. And Red Deer is a pretty big team, so we were missing some bigger guys that game. And they played a good game. Went into shootout, didn't go our way, but it's okay. I don't think no one was really too upset about that. Like, we know, it's just it didn't mean a ton for us, but they played a good game and they deserved the win.
So, heading into the playoffs, you guys get the rest, but you have any prediction of who you might be meeting in the semis?
You know what? I think it's a 3-game series for the 2 or the 4 teams that are in it right now. And honestly, like, I think the 4 teams in it, so it's Rocky against Sylvan and Airdrie Mountain View. Like, I would assume that Sylvan probably has a good shot of beating Rocky Mountain House, and I think Mountain View gave us a bit more trouble than Airdrie this year. But that being said, Rocky Mountain House has beaten Sylvan Lake this year, and in a 3-game series, it's like really ripe for some upsets. So I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I don't think any team we play is going to be easy. They're all going to give us a very tough time, and hopefully we can get it done. I'd say probably the most likely right now is Mountain View, which they're a very good team. They gave us a lot of troubles this year, so I think that'd be a great series. But then again, if Airdrie wins, they'll give us a tough time. Even if Rocky Mountain wins, like, we we had our way with Rocky Mountain House this year, but you look at some of the other teams they've beaten, like they beat Sylvan Lake, they beat some of the best teams in the league. So, it's not going to be easy. And like I said, with the 3-game format that's in the first round, it's really tough to tell.
Great. Well, one thing for sure, I think fans are in for an exciting series, whoever you play. And gosh, you guys, they should come pack the house and give you guys a bit of a support, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think you definitely saw in that Coaldale game, we had a bit more fans than usual on a Sunday game. So it was like a playoff atmosphere. So yeah, I think any team we play, it's going to be really a rocking house, and hopefully we can get some fans out there and pack the house.
Cool. Well, hey, go Jans, go, and thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Take care, bud.
All right. See you around, Noel.
See ya.